Good morning one and all. Today we are going to discuss about dealing with the students effectively. I am Dr. Vijayalakshmi. You can see a quote that is being flashed on the screen. That is, a great person is one who can make a small person feel great and perform great. With this quote, today we would start with the session. The session would like to explain about different student behavior, and here we are dealing with our VIT students who are totally different. They come from different parts of the world. Across the country you can find our students. So VIT student, as we all know, they are interesting, energetic, enthusiastic, intelligent, smart, loving, highly social, extra talented. We have a lot of examples for it. And there are some brain teasers that can break the ice and also to make you to think and refresh your thoughts. Let me directly go on to the aspect that which decides everything, that is the attitude. So how we deal with a student, that is mostly it is concerned about the attitude. You may be a person who is having high knowledge, high skill, hard working better, working for long years, having a high experience, but on the other side, which would really decides on your way of representing the problem to the students or your way of dealing with situation is attitude. So attitude is everything, and there are few tips that can be useful to enhance your attitude or that can actually make you yourself towards a positive attitude. One, that is a smile. Smile is a powerful weapon. You can even break ice with it. People say that's a quote. On the other side, even smile is the one that can really, it's a curve that can make the lines, different lines into straight. Okay. And the other one is pay attention to others. Whenever somebody speaks, better to listen to them so that we can understand what is the problem rather than deciding before without understanding the problem. So don't decide before they explain the issue or then they come up with some kind of representation. Pay attention to the students. Practice active listening. On the other side, what is more important, when you want to understand others, you need to actually listen to them, give your ears. Every conversation doesn't mean that two people speak. A conversation is good when one listen and one speak. Every good conversation starts with good listening. And then resolve conflicts amicably. We are not pulling ropes on either side so that anyone will fall or both the end would fall down. So rather than solving conflicts in this way, you need to resolve conflicts amicably. So it is not war against you and students. It is, we need to come out with a better strategy, solution, and perform as a guide, mentor, supporter in order to solve their issues. And then very important and very beautiful aspect, that is communicate clearly. How you communicate to a child, because child does not know anything. So then we will have a very clear communication to the child so that the child will not misunderstand. So the same way we also have to communicate to our students, because they come from different parts of the country, even different parts of the world. So they have a different perceived notions or understanding about different things. So better to communicate them clearly so that which would really reduce lot of misunderstanding. And then have a sense of humor. So all the time which makes us to feel better, relaxed, is when we have a sense of humor. Many problems would solve when we really have a sense of humor and have a small understanding about life and take things in a very easy way, which will also end up in smile on the other side, which is going to make problems into straight line. So let us have a sense of humor and set it from their side. I was talking about listening, where empathy is also another aspect, that is, as we always say, that put your legs on their shoes to understand the problem of their shoes. So set it from their side. So understand, like to try to see it from the other side where their person is expressing a problem or an issue. So empathetic understanding will help us to resolve many conflicts. And never try to explain what you can do about it. Try to do something or don't do anything, rather than complaining and taking the burden to the next shoulder, which is not going to help in any way. So who is the right authority to take the problem, to understand, at least guide towards authority so that you can do something about it, rather than complaining and trying to exaggerate the problem or divert the problem in other direction. Fine. So that is one story which is associated to how you have to be when you deal with a problem. That is the story connected to carrot, egg and coffee bean. There is a link connected to it. I would like you to have this story as a homework, understand, and then let's come up with your own views about the story or the moral of the story. With this, I would like to close the session. Okay, thank you for being a patient listeners.